In this video you will learn how to create this exact transition in PowerPoint. I will show you everything step by step so you can make it yourself. So let's get right into it. So let's actually start by inserting a picture into our slide. So first let's go to the Insert tab, then we can go to the Pictures and let's choose a stock image. So when you click on it, you should be able to access a gallery of a ton of new images. And now let's search for a nature because it's gonna be our theme. And now we have to pick the wallpaper that you want to use. You can use any kind of wallpaper, it's really up to you. So just go through everything and choose what you actually like. So for example, if you like this kind of wallpaper, you can just click on it and let's insert it. So once it's in your slide, as you can see, it's a little bit too small, so you can either do it like that, but that will stretch it out. For this photo, I don't think it really matters, but if you don't want to stretch it out, there's another way. So what you can do is double click on it and you can see a crop option on the top right here. So if you click on that crop option, as you can see, we can make the crop to the full page, just like this. And now we can make the picture a little bit bigger. So just like this. And it's in the middle, and once you click on the screen, as you can see, the picture is now fully adapted to this kind of screen. But for this example, I'm just gonna stretch it out because I don't really think it's much of a difference. I like just the full photo. So let's keep it as it is right now. And now we need to insert a background. So let's go to Insert and let's pick a rectangle shape. And let's just insert it all over the slide, just like this. And we also need the text in the middle, so click on Insert Text, and let's type a text called Nature. So now it's a little bit too small, so let's make it bigger. I'm guessing it could be like 180, I think. It can be even more bigger, so let's just tap on it real quick. And now it's even more bigger, but we have to change the font. So let's go to the font section, and for that one, you can either use any of the fonts, but I would prefer Arial Black. As you can see, it's a little bit too big right now, so let's make it 200. Now it should fit perfectly, just like this. So locate the middle and keep it as it is. So what is the next step? You have to select both. So click on the rectangle and hold Ctrl button on your keyboard and click on the text. That way you can go to the shape format right here and on the merge shapes right here, and let's just click combine. So once you do that, you can see that now the picture is visible. So that's the effect we are searching for. And now let's make it all black, just like this. And we don't need the outline for now, so let's just remove it. So now it looks pretty cool, but it's actually not the end. Now what we have to do is right click on the shape and let's go to the format shape. And what we have to do now is go to the fill and let's increase the transparency. So for this example, let's use 35. As you can see, it looks now even better. So this is the effect we are aiming for. And what are the next steps? You have to duplicate it. So Ctrl D, or you can either right click and duplicate slide. It's really up to you. So when we go to the second slide, what we have to do, go here on the bottom and zoom out as much as possible. So it should look like this. And when you zoom out, you can stretch the rectangle just on the sides, just like this, on the other corner too. And let's just stretch it even more. So it's good when you can fit the photo inside any of the letters. So for this example, I'm gonna fit it in the T letter because it's almost in the middle. So once you do that, all you have to do is insert or apply a morph transition. So you can find it in the transitions tab right here and click on morph. So what happens now, if we go to the slide zoom, if you go to the slide view, we can see that if we click on it, it has this cool effect that the text is somehow gliding on the screen. But we can always improve it. So how you can actually improve it? Go back to the first slide. This is the first slide. And let's move it a little bit to the side. And let's make the picture just a little bit bigger on all slides. Just on all sides. So just like this. Let's locate the middle. It's now in the middle. Or almost, I think. Wait. Yeah, it's now in the middle. So once you have that, let's take a look again. So this is how it should look like right now. As you can see, we added a little bit of zoom effect right here. But that's not all, because we want to have some icons and text too. So once you go to the second slide, you need to go to the Insert tab and let's pick an icon. As you can see, there is an option right here. Now it's really up to you what icons you want to use or what you want to put in that slide. So for this example, I'm just gonna use just few random options. It doesn't really matter. Let's use books, suitcase, and this one. Okay, so once you insert these icons into the slide, you can select them all by holding Shift, and let's make them a little bit bigger. So once you make them bigger, I just moved it by accident. Put them somewhere. It's pretty hard because I zoomed out. Put it somewhere here. So as you can see, they are not very visible. So what we can do now, this is even funnier, we can go to shapes and insert another rectangle. So let's insert the rectangle and we have to make it go to back. So right click, send to back. It went too far, so send this photo to back, and this is what we should have. So right click on this new shape we inserted, let's make it all black, and let's increase the transparency to 60. Or you can increase it to even 80, I think. Yeah, on 80 it looks even better. So when you have the 80, you only need to remove the lines, and that's what you should aim for. Now, holding Shift, select these graphics and make the graphics fill white. We want them to be a little bit white. And now you can just insert your text. So for example, this is gonna be books. Wait, I just did a mistake. Now let's make the same font as previous. Let's make it bigger. And we have to do the same thing for all of these icons. Let's call it business. And let's make this stocks. So this is how it should look like in the end. And what you have to do next is click on that shape we just inserted, holding Shift, select everything on this slide. So, and just Ctrl C. So what it does, it copies it, or you can either copy, then let's go back to our first slide, paste everything right here, and move it back to the bottom of the slide, just like this. So, if you ask me what happens now, as you can see, what it does this cool effect because the text goes into us and our slide comes from the bottom. So to make it even cooler, we can duplicate this slide again. And what we can do next is select also everything. I'll just speed things up by doing this. And we can move them up. So what happens now if you ask me? Let's go and see. So now when we go to that slide, it will go up and now we have another slide. And what did I wanted to tell you by that? So if we create one more slide, so let's just quickly select everything, copy them into this slide, and it's gonna be this third slide, as you can see. So when you copied it, all you have to do is change the icons and text. So let's remove the old icons. Let's insert some kind of new icons. It doesn't really matter. I'm just putting in straight random icons. Want to make them white. So now you're gonna need to change the text. So I'm just gonna write random text, apple and house. So this is what we are aiming for. And now let's copy it all and copy it and let's paste it into our second slide. And now we have to drag it to the bottom too. So When we take a look at the slides now, this is how it should look like for you. So when we click on it, it takes us to the second slide, and it has this cool transition effect to the second slide. So this is what we were aiming for with this effect. I think this is really cool and it looks really professional as well. You can just use it on any business slides, on any teaching slides. It has a lot of different ways to make an impact on an audience. So, thank you guys for watching. This is it for this video, and if you want to get these exact slides I just made so you can make everything easier, I have a link in this video description. So please subscribe and I'll see you in the next tutorials.